It's the monument in front of which everyone wants their photo taken. Skopje's largest statue features Alexander the Great, who's considered a national hero. It's one of around 80 statues erected in the Macedonian capital as part of its recent makeover. But this is not a futuristic project. Rather, Skopje 2014 takes a look back in time, glamourising the heroes of the past.
If you have big ancestors and you don't crystallize them in reality now, then you are doing something bad not only for them as personalities, but you're doing bad for your future.
The makeover has attracted a growing number of tourists in recent years. Visitors curious to see the city's new monuments and statues. Skopje's new look leaves nobody indifferent, although not everyone may agree with the style. But inhabitants are mostly pleased with their city's new neoclassical architecture, which breaks with its austere socialist past.
Baroque style was smashed, damaged and burned in the end of 17th century. It was the first Baroque city in Ottoman Empire. We are trying to revolve the memory about that.
Among the great men of Skopje is one little lady. Mother Teresa was born here. 4 years ago, Vangel Bozinovski built this memorial museum in her memory.
This is not only architectural project. It is my admiration for the work of Mother Teresa as a citizen of Skopje. Because here you have a profound life of Mother Teresa and her spiritual life mixed together. And if you see, this house is not only a house, it's a whole city together.
Soon another memorial, 30 meters high, will be built in the city center, a gift from an Indian millionaire. The Albanian and Catholic nun is a symbol of the multiculturalism that characterizes Skopje. Like other cities in the former Yugoslav Republic, which it was part of until 1991. Albanians make up 1/4 of the country's population. Their home is the Charcheja neighborhood, the Old Bazaar. Akif runs the Destan restaurant, a must for any visitor to Skopje. For 5 generations, his family has been serving a single popular local dish, the famous kebabchinia. Destan, which means legend, is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. Akif has been working here since the age of 11.
Skopje used to be home to the textile industry, so people used to come here from all over Yugoslavia to buy goods in the old bazaar. It started at 6 a.m. Businessmen from neighbouring towns used to take the early bus at 5 in the morning and left again on the 11:30 bus, just in time to grab a kebab.
The clock on the wall of the old railway station is forever stuck at 5:17. The exact time a devastating earthquake destroyed 3/4 of the city on the 26th of July 1963. Few historical sites remain, like this old Ottoman bridge over the river Vardar, or these Turkish baths which have been turned into a museum. Fashion designer Olgica Georgieva gets her inspiration from her country's tormented history and rich heritage. Her goal is to help the spirit of Skopje live on, a city once famous for its tailoring.
For the past 4 years, Skopje has organised its own fashion week twice a year. Tradition must serve as a basis, even if you're looking at the future. It's essential to keep alive Macedonia's ancestral know-how. Whatever new project we're working on, I always remember where I come from.
The sun is setting on Calais Fortress, a 14th century castle which overlooks the city and its 700,000 inhabitants. The soft evening wind carries a jazzy tune from a nearby restaurant. Tony Kitanovsky is playing tonight. Described by some as the father of Macedonian jazz, Tony has returned to Skopje after a 10-year stint in Boston.
Something that's unique, for me, it's always feel good when I come here. And I travel a lot, so I distinguish cities as two kinds of cities for me. Happy city or not happy city. And Skopje is happy city.